yeah, my dear, on the beat.
I see mommy in Kechi, a rapper don't tell she the kneel for grave where my uche de Papa Emeka. Don't blind from growing, Peking don't fall, now watch up I'm raw. This self they shake my hand no feel. Yesterday we laughed, today now dust we more. If we don't stop this night where we they share, tell me who go sing for the ones we know they.
She need the voice from under the soil. Brother, no let my blood turn to oil. Little Ada they ask where my papa go. Her small hand they shake, she knows I be this woe. I beg my people see this fire we burn. Now our house they blaze, now our future they turn. We go tell their ghosts we no go fail you. If we hold this love, that death go burn you.
No, make we try yo. Back up in the day.
I beg my people see this fire we burn. Now our house they blaze, now our future they turn. We go tell their ghosts, we no go fail you. If we hold this love, that death go burn you.
Oh, make we try, oh.
Back up joins with a trembling, oh. Hey. If we no join, our children go so.
This is my wicked word. This is my confusion word. Listen to Palibran. I'm really telling you a story about the one lady girl. Pali they go to work to. Pali they work for bank. Then I enter for motor. The river they go. The river they go. Opposite Udi. By the rocky hand the side. Along Gusukudu Road. I see people run. I see people run. Then I ask the driver. The driver waiting they happen. The driver waiting they happen. The driver tell the Pali boy. See no day for talk. See no day for talk. If better you take your eye and see. Then I call the driver. The driver waiting. The driver waiting. This is my wicked word. This is my confusion word. Listen to Palibran.
I want you people to understand that the liberation of Biafra has entered the highest stage in the history of Biafra. Not even during the war. I am telling you, it has entered the highest stage ever. And we are going to do everything humanly possible in this life to restore Biafra, everything humanly possible will be done. And I want you people to understand that the Biafra liberation is step by step, segment by segment, plan by plan, executions by execution. We'll be executing those plans according to the template till the last one, and Biafra.
Let us go talk about the objective of your struggle and how do you intend to achieve it in practical terms?
In practical terms, it is civil disobedience. The same way that Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. accomplished civil rights in America, the same way that Mahatma Gandhi led India to independence out of British colonial rule, the same principles we are applying, and might I add, very successfully too. We will do everything possible to unravel and unshackle the zoo called Nigeria. Everything humanly possible. No stone will be left unturned. We will sacrifice everything sacrificable. Material, life, blood will throw into.
And we will do everything humanly possible to see the Biafra.
Welcome. Thank you for joining us on this very quick program. I appreciate everyone that has connected wherever you are connecting from. Please like and share the program, share to family and friends, share to everyone that is close to you so that we can join us and get this quick message. It's a very quick one. I'm not going to waste much of your time. You know, always in the evening hours when we come on this evening program, we don't spend much time. We make sure we make the message as simple as we can. It's a very quick message that we deliver so that Biafrans can go about their businesses. Remember, today is Saturday. Today is Saturday, a day that everyone take their rest, and a day that most Biafrans, that gather together to raise fund to support the freedom of Biafran people. So we are going to do very, very fast so that people can go about their businesses and do what they have to do. But I want you to remember that in this platform, we support the United States of Biafra. The United States of Biafra was declared on the 29th of November 2024 under the command of our Prime Minister, Mazi Simon Ekpa, and on the Supreme Command of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. That is where we stand. We will continue to support this very project of Biafra, the foundation led by our eternal leader, Dim Odumegwu, Wazurike came on board, and Mazi Nnamdi Kanu came and laid the new foundation upon which we are building today. Mazi Simon Ekpa came on and gave us the structure upon which we are standing. Today, if you are supporting the United States of Biafra, you are supporting that very structure that was put in place by Mazi Simon Ekpa Njoko. That is what this platform is doing because we believe in him. Mazi Simon Ekpa Njoko has laid a mark. He has printed his name in the cause of Biafra. The only person today that will write the history of Biafra and skip Mazi Simon Ekpa is an enemy. Only an enemy can speak of Biafra today and you skip Mazi Simon Ekpa. It is impossible to skip him in the affairs of Biafra today. And he has done a great job. My fellow Biafrans, we have seen the new challenges that we are having today. There are challenges that we are facing today, right, left, and center. These challenges are not new. I bet you they are not new. We have known about these challenges from the onset. Some of us, from the time we are born and we get to the age of maturity, we discover that these challenges are there and we have never given up. We continue to stand strong and face the challenge as best as we can. We thank God that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was able to interpret this challenge for us He explained it in a language that we will understand. And we all began to understand. You remember in Nigeria, they have refused to teach history to the people. Nigeria intentionally, because of Biafran people, Nigeria removed history from their subjects. They don't want us to know what transpired, what happened to our forefathers, because they know that they have told a lot of lies and they want those lies to continue to keep them relevant. They do not want us to uncover the lies. That is why they remove history. But thank Chukwu Okike Abiama, who gave Mazi Nnamdi Kanu that grace, that wisdom to capture the media. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was able to go through the social media, and we bless Chukwu Okike Abiama for the presence of the social media. The social media gave Mazi Nnamdi Kanu a platform to educate us. So many of us today have known what we are not supposed to know. Those things they are hiding from us that they don't want us to know, we know them today. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu made outstanding revelations. Every single lie they told about us, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu exposes. And some of us who do not know who our enemies are, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu exposed our enemies and called them by their names. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu expose our enemies and call them by their names. So if you are a Biafran today and you are still confused and pretending not to know who the enemies of Biafra are, I am sorry, you are deceiving yourself. You are completely in deception. And you are a group of those you are in that group. You are part of those group that are pretending to sleep. If you are a Biafran from the old southeastern region, which is today the present south-south, southeast, Lower Kogi, Lower Benue, if you are in this area, your mother is tying 2 pieces of wrapper, your grandmother is tying 2 pieces of wrapper, and you pretend not to know who your enemy is, you are one of those that are pretending to sleep, and we can't help you. I am not here for you. I am not here for you. I don't come online every day because of you. Because somebody that is pretending to sleep, you cannot wake such person up. I am here for those of them who are sleeping, and we are going to beat them until they wake up. Every Biafran that is still sleeping at this moment, we are going to cane you with our words. We are going to beat you up with our words until you wake up. That is the responsibility we have taken as Biafran people today. And that is what I have decided to do on my own part. We know whom our enemies are. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu spelled them out to us. When he exposed the Janjaweed and the atrocities they committed against us, when he exposed them and called them by their names, when he exposed some of our Yoruba brothers, some of our Yoruba sisters, what they are doing, the Yoruba media, what the Yoruba media are doing against the Biafran people, what the BBC, the British BBC, have used the Yoruba media to do against us. What's the global conspiracy against us? Mazi Nnamdi Kanu exposed it and made it open and bare to us. Today, if you are a Biafran and you are still pretending not to know who your enemy is, shame on you. Shame on you. You are part of those who are pretending to sleep, and I am not here for you. My purpose of coming online on a daily basis is for those who are genuinely sleeping, and we are going to beat them with words until they wake up. Our real enemies that we know are the Janjaweed. Janjaweed from Futajelon. The Fulanis, the first terrorists that stepped into Nigeria and took over the Hausa people. The very first time they practiced their terrorism, they tested it in the life of the Hausa people. That their cunning attitude, that their evil message, that their lie, they lied to the Hausa people and told them that their kings are evil. They told them that their leaders are evil, their leaders are corrupt, their leaders cannot be trusted, and the Hausa people thought that they were dealing with human beings. They came with religion. Othman Dan Fodio entered Nigeria with religion in the name of being a saint, and the Hausa people embraced them, embraced their religion. He stood in that place and began to convince them against their own people until he was able to take over the Hausa land. Today, In all Hausa kings, they have eliminated all of them. What you have in the north today is emir. Emir this, emir this, emir that, emir this. Including the Sultan of Sokoto today, that is, they have made a leader of all the traditional rulers. Sultan of Sokoto today in Nigeria is the leader of all the traditional rulers. Even though he is a foreigner, you can imagine the evil. A man who is not a Nigerian is the one that is in charge and leading all the traditional rulers in Nigeria. Abomination. And every one of them bow to him, pay loyalty to him. You see traditional leaders moving all the way from the west, the east, the south, and they are traveling all the way to the north to go and meet a foreigner, Sultan of Sokoto, the son to Ottoman Dafud, a foreigner. Have you ever heard that Sultan of Sokoto went to see Oba of Benin? Have you ever heard that Sultan of Sokoto traveled to Onitsha to go and see Obi of Onitsha? Have you ever heard the Sultan of Sokoto went to see the Alaafin of Oyo? Have you ever heard that the Sultan of Sokoto traveled to other areas to go and visit the kings? No. What you see in Nigeria are the owners of the land. The sons of the land are the ones going to pay homage to their slave master in Sokoto. Abomination. The sons of the kings, the sons, the prince are the ones eating grass, eating on the floor. The king are eating on the floor, while the slave is the one eating on the table. And yet, the Biafrans, the Oduduwa people, they see it as all right. What a shame. What a shame. Somebody who is not even part of that entity called Nigeria. A stranger. And this evil was planted by the British, a foreigner also. A foreigner came to Nigeria, brought a fellow foreigner, handed the business over to the fellow foreigner to handle it. And what is the transaction? What are they transacting? What is their business? The transaction, the product they are transacting that they made up the business is the indigenous people. The British company in Nigeria asked me, what is the product? The product of the business of the British in Nigeria are the indigenous people. They came, they made us products, and they took us and handed over to another foreigner to sell that product and continue to send the return to them. And you are not worried. More especially our Yoruba brothers. Our Yoruba brothers are not worried. Instead of them worrying about the slave master who is enslaving them, they are worried against their own fellow indigenous person. The worry of the Yoruba man is Biafran people, the Biafran people. Instead of him being bothered about him, about that foreigner, team up with your brother, look for a solution, how to get out of this enslavement. It doesn't concern them. The best definition of a house nigger. The Yoruba people, most of them decided to be the house nigger. A house nigger, they know that they are enslaved. They know that some foreigners are occupying the land. They know that people have taken charge of what belongs to them. But because when they look aside and they see Biafran people are suffering the same fate outside the gate. But meanwhile, they themselves, they are suffering that same enslavement, but they're inside the gate. They say, okay, since we are a step ahead of the Biafran people, no problem, let's be slaves. Even when you call them and say, this slavery is too much, let us join hands and walk out of the slavery, they will tell you, no. The house nigger, they prefer to die in the house of the mother simply because they are in a position where they can eat from the crumbs that fall from the table of the master. They are okay. They believe, they know they are enslaved. Our Yoruba brothers know that they are slaves. They are enslaved, just like every other indigenous person in Nigeria. But when they look and they see that their own slave is inside the house of the slave master, that when the slave master drink tea and remain and keep it in the dining and walk away, they will go and take that tea and sip. When the slave master eats in the table, leaves or remains of grains of rice in the plate, they will go and eat it and wash the plate. They are okay. As long as those remain in the food is coming to them, they are okay. You dare not mention freedom in their ears. The house nigger, that is what they are. You don't mention freedom in their ears. And we also have these house niggers. Some of them are Biafrans. There are some Biafrans that are house nigger. They are comfortable simply because they are in that position where they can eat from the food that fell from the master's table. They are okay. Simply because they eat from the remain of the master's table, they are okay. Simply because they are security guards inside the compound. They live in the compound of the king. Because they are living in the compound of the slave master. It doesn't matter whether they are sleeping on the floor. It doesn't matter whether they are sleeping on the gateman house. It doesn't matter. These are people that own the land. But because they were allowed to dwell within the fence and even sleeping on the floor, they are okay. Their joy is that when they look at their brothers, oh, at least I'm better than this one. That is their consolation. They look at their neighbor. They say, oh, at least I'm better than this one. That is their consolation. They look at their brother and say, I am better. That is their consolation. It is not, the problem is not that they don't know that they are slaves. They know very well that they are slaves. But the problem is that they lack the courage, they lack the balls to fight for the freedom. They are so scared of the unknown that they lack the balls. And their own brothers who have the gut to fight, instead of supporting them, they will join the slave master to fight against their brother, intimidate their brother, and make sure that their brother remains a slave. It is heartbreaking. This is the situation in Nigeria today. The damage that this has caused is irreparable. Irreparable damage. And this is why Nigeria will never, ever survive or succeed, because the Zoological Republic of Nigeria have more house nigger than the normal people. They have more house niggers than the normal people. People who are just okay. They look at their neighbor. For the fact that they are better than their neighbor, they are just okay. Their own achievements, how to measure their success, how to measure their freedom, is to look at their own brother who is beside them. As long as they are better than their brother, they are good to go. These are the kind of individuals we have. We have them everywhere. We have them as Biafrans. We have them in Oduduwa land. We have them in the Middle Belt. We have them in the North. But the one that pains so much are the Biafran people, because the Biafran people, we have been in the position where we are not supposed to tolerate any of such. Every other area is understandable if they continue to endure it. But what about Biafrans? Our own is a different case, because they did not only steal from us, they are also making sure that we do not survive. Their target in our land is not just our resources. They want us out. They want to exterminate us completely. They have made attempt of genocide the first time. They tried it the first time in 1945. They did not succeed. They tried the genocide again 1967 to 1970, yet they failed. And as we speak today, in 2015, they are still trying that same genocide. And you that you call yourself a Biafran, all you do is to come online and gossip. All you do is to come online and talk against your brother and your sister. All you do is to come and analyze videos of your brothers and your sisters. Continue. Continue. It's a question of time. I said it before that the problem of Nigeria is just like a table fan. It will get everybody. You know, table fan. or standing fan. When you on it, it blows to the direction, it's go to the direction, it's go to the direction. Everybody will enjoy it. It will get to everybody. Just because you are safe today doesn't mean you will be safe forever. Every Biafra must be very careful. More especially the position we find ourselves today. Some Yoruba people have taken it upon themselves that they will continue to instigate the whole world against the Biafran people. The Yorubas were in the forefront of instigating the hatred against the Biafrans today in Nigeria. The Yoruba media was the one that was used to instigate the hatred that people have against the Biafrans today. You see some group of people, you see some tribes, they have not even had any business with the Biafran person. They have not dealt with any Biafran. You have not even transacted with them simply because of what they were told. They hate you. Every time they see you, they begin to suspect. They feel agitated. Whenever they see you in their midst, they are not comfortable. Not because you committed any crime, not because you did anything wrong, simply because of the lies they were told. And who are those telling these lies? The Yoruba media. The Yoruba media have been used in a very evil way. Every single thing we are suffering in Nigeria today, they promoted it. Even though they are worse than the worst of worst. That is how they painted the Igbos as ritualists. They painted the Igbos as ritualists. And stupidly, some of us Igbos joined them on that one. Some of us that call themselves Igbos, some idiots that call themselves actors and actresses in their Nollywood movies. In their Nollywood movies, they use the Nollywood to preach lies, preach falsehood. And they paint the Igbo Biafrans evil. There are no section of the country that perform ritual more than the Yoruba people. There are no section of that country that perform witchcraft, ritual killing more than the Yoruba people. But you will never see it in the news. You will never see it in their news. Some of them you see, you're going to see them on social media. But you will not see them on national television. The only time you will see on national television, when the crime is committed on the side of the Biafra, they will blow it out of proportion. They will advertise it. It will be online. They talk about it for complete 1 month. It will be on that. The same thing when you hear about fraud. The greatest fraudsters you have in Nigeria are from Yoruba land. When you talk of fraud across the world, any place you see fraudsters from Nigeria, if you see about 10 of them, 7 are Yorubas. I mean people that defraud countries, people that defraud are committing fraud, not people who are taking one peanut. We have seen FBI line them up several times. We have seen the Scotland Yard line them up several times. But they will not say about it. But anytime a Biafran had an issue outside, Abike Dabiri will come online and broadcast it. All other channels will use it as a program. The same thing on drugs. Yorubas are deeply involved in it. It's not by carrying one, you take 1 gram, 2 gram, you put it on Yasha, you know. Yoruba people are the main drug moguls in Nigeria. Look at their president. You can imagine Tinubu when Tinubu started drug dealings. You can imagine when Tinubu, their president today, started drug dealings, up to the extent that in the United States he became a drug mogul, and he forfeited money. He forfeited money. The amount he forfeited during that time in the United States. Calculate from when Tinubu started drug business. And he was able to skate through. Until today, he's your president. And still, his business is moving. A video was released when he was captured in Guinea. He was one of those who are the highest sponsors of drug in Guinea. This same Tinubu. But their media They swept it because they own the media. They swept it under the carpet. Even with all those baggages, he became the president. He contested and he won. But they are still the same people that come and tell you, oh, Igbos are drug pushers, oh, Igbos are ritualists. Today, every blessed day we hear the news of ritual killing in Yoruba land. Their media will not carry it. They will not talk about it. But when it happens to Biafra land, they own the media. The conventional media is in their hand. The conventional media is in their hand. So they do anything they like with it. Every single one of us have to wake up. Time has gone when we keep silent and allow these people to continue to hijack the media. Today, look at that seed of discord. Yoruba people have sowed seed of discord against us. They done it until now. They have now taken it outside the country. They are now instigating neighboring countries. That is their new mission. Instigating outside countries against the Biafrans. They tried it in Canada. And all of us came out. You remember how they tried? You remember how they tried it in Canada with one of our sisters in Canada, Anya Nambra? Because Anya Nambra responded to them. The evil, the propaganda they are pushing against us, and Anya Nambra responded. What did they do? They are beating the blade around and begin to give order, right in Canada, to deport her. The next thing, their Senate gathered and demanding to bring Anya Nambra. And they did not ask what prompted her to say what she said. Why did she make the comment she made? They didn't look for the origin, the source. And that is how everything in Nigeria is working. They are the ones that are going to look for our trouble. When we react, they will keep their own problem aside and begin to talk about it. Look at what is happening in Ghana today. This Ghana issue, you see how they are pushing Ghana against the Biafran people. You see how the Yoruba people are pushing Ghana. Go to TikTok, go to all platforms, you will see them. You will see them, how they are canvassing, telling Ghana, drive away the Igbos from your place. They come to take your land. They come to take your land. They are going to bring trouble. They are the ones causing the killing in Nigeria. They are going to bring insecurity on that land. Even though they know that the insecurity in Nigeria has nothing to do with the Igbos. The insecurity in Nigeria has nothing to do with the Igbos. The Igbos are the victims in Nigeria. The Igbos are the victims in Nigeria. It's only a criminal, a devilish person that will come out and tell you that the Igbos are the ones responsible for the insecurity. A criminal. Only a criminal will do that. Because of their hatred upon us. Because they see us as a soft landing for them. Each time they need something from their masters, the Fulanese, they will trade the Igbos. Each time they want to get something from their slave master, they will use us through their media to push one criminal agenda or the other. And some of us, you are not seeing these things. Instead of you to focus, you are busy listening to propaganda and blackmail. Instead of paying attention, you are busy looking at your own brother. You are busy looking at your own brother or your sister that have positioned him or herself to work for your freedom, even though you don't want to do it. You don't have the capacity. You don't want to do it. Why don't you allow that your brother or your sister that want to do it? Why? Something you know you are not capable. Even if they leave you now, okay, come and lead the Biafra, you cannot. You have no project. That's nothing you can do. But yet, envy, jealousy, greed, wickedness will not allow you to do the right thing. None of us will say we don't know who our enemy is. We know who the real enemy are. The first class and real enemy of Biafra is the Fulani Janjaweed, sponsored and supported by the Yorubas. supported by Yoruba and sponsored by the British. Those are the first-class enemies of the Biafran people. Those are the people we have to be aware of. But some of us are not listening. We are not paying attention. When we calling Yorubas out, there are some of them that are good. Not all of them. Not all of them. When we're talking about Yorubas, it is not out of hate. We are not hating them. Some of them. Those Awolowo boys. There are some of them that are still laying the foundation upon what Awolowo did to us. They are still promoting that Awolowo agenda. They are promoting it. That Awolowo agenda to destroy us, to starve us to death. That agenda of Awolowo that took the life of millions of Biafra. There are still some Yorubans who are bent on making sure they carry out that agenda to wipe us out. Very, very ungrateful people. There's nothing you will do to please them. If you are a Biafran and you think there is something you will do for this group of Yoruba people to love you, you are wasting your time. You are mad. You are just insane. You are just being an idiot. If you are a Biafran and you think there is something you can do for this group of haters to love you, you are mad. The more you do that thing, the more they hate you. They will only use you to get at your brothers. They will only use you to distract your brothers. And after they use you for that distraction, they will destroy you. A Yoruba man will never trust an Igbo man. A Yoruba man will never ever trust an Igbo man. They will never ever trust an Igbo man. So the earlier you focus on the real enemy, the better for you. Some of us are very, very idiotic. Very, very idiotic in our thinking. Look at one lunatic now has just come. One lunatic has just come to this program. Look at one lunatic. He doesn't even have name. He doesn't even have name. There's no name there. I didn't see any name there. A lunatic. You came to the program. You don't know what the topic is. You don't know what I've been speaking about. Why don't you shut your stupid mouth? Keep your stupid, foolish self together and listen. An idiot just entered the program. Look at what he wrote. Go and tell Ngozi Oragweze to visit Simon Ekpa. Just imagine. What has this comment now got to do with what we are saying? What has Ngozi Oragweze visiting Mazi Simon Ekpa in Finland got to do with what we are saying? Is Ngozi Oragweze visiting Mazi Simon Ekpa in Finland? Is he going to release? Is that going to release Simon Ekpa? Will that release Mazi Simon Ekpa? Will Ngozi Oragweze visiting Mazi Simon Ekpa in Finland? Will it change anything? Will it change anything in your life? This idiot that is writing this, I don't know who you are. You don't even have a name. I can't even see there. I don't know. It doesn't have a name. There's no name. This is how you see those idiots. When they come, they will come unknown people. If you put a link for him now to join, give him a link. Let me put a link. Let me put a link. Let the idiot click the link and join. Because it is not just to come. Click the link and join. Click the link, come and join and tell me what that thing you're writing there. Click the link. The link is there. These are the kind of idiots we're talking about. The house niggers. Clowns that cannot face reality. You leave what matters and you are talking about. We are now talking about an issue that is before us. The instigation, what the people, the Yorubas are instigating against us today. Instigating every country in Africa against us. That is what is our concern today. The instigation they are making against Biafrans. At the end of the day, this can lead to a genocide. It can lead to loss of life and loss of properties. That is our concern. And an idiot will come here and he's telling me, go and tell Ngozi Oragweze to visit Simon Ekpa. What does visiting Simon Ekpa in Finland has to do with what I'm saying? And will Dr. Ngozi Oragweze visiting Simon Ekpa in Finland, will that release Simon Ekpa? Will that release? Does Ngozi Oragweze have any power to release Simon Ekpa? Dr. Ngozi Oraboeze going to Finland, will it change anything? Will it change anything in the life of Manchester over there? These are a bunch of idiots. And you look at him, when you ask him that, he'll say he's a Biafra. Before you know, he'll be telling you where he belongs. Either he belongs to Mr. B or he belongs to Mr. A. He will be telling you where he belongs. This kind of individual, he will claim he knows about the struggle. He belongs this one. He supports Mr. A, he supports Mr. B. That he's this, all this and that. The next thing he will tell you he's supporting, he's donating money, he's doing this. Common sense is not common. And how can we be able to move forward with this kind of clowns? I'm not here because of this kind of people. These are the idiots that are pretending to sleep even when they are awake. How can you wake somebody like this up? At this time that every Biafra is united together, speaking up and telling the world whom we are not what they say we are. They have called us different kinds of names. The Yoruba media is painting us black, calling us land grabbers, that any place we go, we grab land. And there is no record anywhere where the Igbos have gone and grabbed any land. There has not been any record in this world. If you have any place where they say Igbos go there and grab land, come and write it on the comment section. Let me see. But today, that is what the Yorubas are pushing. They have done it in Lagos. They instigated Lagosians. And many Biafrans lost their properties and their lives in Lagos. Property that they bought with their money. Develop it with their money. Swamp. When you look at this property, you would think it's a reasonable property. Swamp. The Biafrans will go and buy a swamp. Fill it with sand and make it habitable. And they live there. Before the next 2-3 years, they come and take it over. They did that instigation in Lagos, and Biafrans lost their properties. Many lost their life. Today, they are doing it in neighboring countries, and you are not concerned. It is Ghana today. Tomorrow is Cotonou, Benin Republic. The next time is Ivory Coast. I already see a video that is coming from Liberia on the same issue. And whenever they come, they go and online. The people that are instigating this thing are Nigerian people, mainly of Yoruba extraction. And some of them are from Edo State. Some Bini people and Yorubas. And when I say Bini people, these are the Bini people, those ones who are Yorubas. Because you know, some of the Binis are Yoruba. Some of them are Biafran, some of them are Yorubas. The Yoruba section of Benin and the Yoruba people, they are the ones that are instigating these lies against us. This is our concern today. What crime have we committed? Nothing. Only jealousy. They cannot engage in a healthy competition. They are scared. Scared for no reason. Even when you try to favor them, they are scared. Even when you genuinely want to help them, they are scared. Look at Awolowo. Awolowo was supposed to be the beneficiary of the 1966 coup. Awolowo was supposed to be the beneficiary of the coup they called the Igbo coup. That revolution was conducted by Nigerian young officers. A revolution conducted by Nigerian young officers. It was Awolowo that was supposed to benefit. But that same Awolowo was the people who joined to coin it and call it Igbo coup. He didn't stop at that. He was the one who was the finance minister who instigated to seize every asset of the Igbos and give us 20 pounds each. The same man that those people were fighting for. In something that doesn't even concern them. It was a problem between him and his own brother Akintola. A problem between Akintola and Awolowo. Two of them were in a battle. And for one reason, one thing or another, Awolowo went to prison. And the young officers saw injustice in it. They didn't like what happened. These young officers came together to conduct a revolution in order to bring Awolowo to make him a president. This same Awolowo was the one that came out and turned everything against them. I don't know what we did to him. I don't know what he had with Zeke. I don't know the problem he had with Zeke. And that is how they behave. Maybe he had a quarrel or misunderstanding with Zeke, and now you transfer that misunderstanding to every Igbo Biafrans. That hatred, you transfer it. If there is something you had with Zeke, settle it with him. This is an individual. Settle your problem with him. Just like I'm saying now, I know it is not all Yoruba people that are involved in this madness. I know it is not all Yoruba that are involved in this propaganda. And when I talk, I say, I know it is not all of them. But a good number of them are involved in this madness. A good number of them. And they don't hide it. Just go to TikTok before you stroll 1, 2, 3, you will see them. And you'll be wondering, what has the Igbo Biafrans done to them? Nothing. Did we steal their wealth? Nothing. In the location where we are, we have everything we need. The resources we want, we have it. We even left the government for them. We left the government for them. No presence of federal government. Still, we are on our own working. We still use our money, get our own money, and pay tax to them. And yet they are not satisfied. What else? What else do they want us to do? What we have left governance for them. In our business that we're doing, they wouldn't allow us to succeed. Every single policy in Nigeria is targeted at the Biafran people. Every policy, I say every policy in Nigeria is targeted at the Biafran people. Why do you think restructuring will not work? The reason a Yoruba man will not support restructuring is because of the Biafran person. You think that Yoruba support restructuring? Do you think that Yoruba does not support restructuring? They only talk about it to score a point. The Yorubas does not support restructuring. They only talk about it to score a point. If they want it, this very Tinubu that is a president today was one of the frontliners of restructuring. This president you are seeing, he was one of the frontliners. They know that if there is restructuring, it will favor the Southeast. They know that the Southeast can always manage themselves. Even in the most difficult situation they are making it, let alone when they are allowed to control their resources. They know what we are going to do when they allow us to control us. They won't even support restructuring simply because of the Igbo Biafrans. When you hear us say that Nigeria restructuring can never stand, when you hear them talk, you think it's just because of the Hausa people. You think it's just because of the Fulanis. Even the Yoruba people do not want restructuring. They don't want it. Just because of it will favor the Igbo Biafrans. Anything that will favor us, they will do everything, including if it will make them a slave, they prefer to accept slavery than to do something that is going to favor us. That is how bad it is. And the earlier you understand this, the better for you. Be better for every one of us. They are not going to stop. If you think they will stop, they will never ever stop. It's just like the hatred that Ottoman Danfodio planted. The hatred that Ahmadu Bello himself planted in the heart of the Northerners. That hatred is still there. Whenever they see a Biafran person, they see you as a threat. They see you as an occupier. They see you as somebody who wants to dominate them. Sir Ahmadu Bello planted that evil in the heart of every northerner. Whenever they see a Biafran, an Igbo Biafran, they see you as a threat. That is the same thing that Awolowo did to some Yoruba people. Those are Awolowo boys. Those of them. Those are Awolowo boys, including Tinubu. Tinubu is one of them. The Awolowo boys. They always see us as a threat, and they will do everything humanly possible to see that we stay down, including dragging themselves down. They prefer to be down, and we are down with them. They know that when they drag us down, we'll be down, and they will be down with us. They want it. They don't care. The evil of Nigeria against us cannot be numbered. If you are a Biafran that you don't know that it is time for us to walk away, If you're a Biafran, you don't know that it is time to walk away. I am sorry for you. I am very, very sorry for you. This message is not for you. And this message is for those who know that it's time to walk away. And every one of us have to stand up to the occasion. Every one of us have to stand up to the occasion. I thank God that Ghanaians are reasonable enough. The Ghana parliament are reasonable and they have made investigation. The Ghana parliament have made investigation and they found out that this man have not even bought any land. This noisemaker that called himself an Igbo man did not even buy any land yet. And one of the interesting things that land in Ghana, in the area they're talking land, they have a policy on how to own land in Ghana. There are some laws that guide ownership of land in Ghana. There are laws that guide it. There are laws that guide ownership of land by a citizen, either a citizen by marriage, a citizen by battle. There are laws that guide it. A land that are land are owned by government, and you don't buy land. You only take it for lease for some time, maybe for 50 years or 100 years, and they take it back. You don't buy it. This is a country that has their law. Ghana has laws. Ghana has laws. But you see what the Yorubas are doing. They are pushing them to instigate that hatred. For them to see us as a threat. That is just the aim. They just want to plant that evil seed. The same evil seed they planted in Nigeria, that is what they want to plant in Ghana. To make sure the Ghanaians begin to see us as a threat. Ghanaians. They want Ghanaians to begin to see us as a threat. Just like they have succeeded in doing in South Africa. That was what they were doing in South Africa until we rose up and we begin to speak. Biafrans begin to speak in their various platforms, including going to South African platforms to speak. That is the same thing we are going to be doing today. And I trying to cook Biafrans are already doing it. Biafrans are visiting platforms where Ghanaians are and educating them and telling them who we are. That message that the Yorubas are preaching to them is not true. It's a blatant lie. It's just an instigation against us. This is a responsibility on us today. That every single one of us should rise up. We have to rise up. We have to rise up. Begin to speak on your own platform. If you can't speak, share this program. If you cannot on your camera and talk, share this program to your platform. Share it to anybody, to your friend, your WhatsApp group, any place you belong, share it. It is part of it. If you can write and post, write and share. Join platforms where those discussions are held and speak our mind. We cannot allow them to take over the media. They have tried it in Canada, we defeated them. They tried it with South Africa, we defeated them. Now they are in Ghana. We are going to defeat them also. Even in Nigeria, we defeated them. In their own Nigeria, Mazen Nandekan destroyed all the lies they have peddled against us. Mazen Samanaka came and cemented that destruction. Now they are going outside Nigeria. They went to Canada, we defeated them. They went to South Africa, we defeated them. Now they are in Ghana. You must know that we have a responsibility. Wherever you are as a Biafran, don't keep silent. The evil of Nigeria will never be forgotten. And the only way we can escape it is to get out of Nigeria. We must get out of Nigeria. It is a must. It is a must. M-U-S-T. Must. We must get out of Nigeria. Nothing will stop it. Nothing. Nothing will stop it. The only solution, disintegration. We are not the same people, and we can never be. There is no remedy, there is no discussion, there is no meeting ground between us and them. To your tent, O Israel, everybody must go their separate way because the evil is so much. I want you to listen to this video. This is one of the evil. One of the evil they did against us. I want you to listen. Let us just watch this very short clip from this guy. I want us to listen to this very short clip before we end the program. Let us listen to this short clip. One of the evil they have done against us. Obasanjo said that the killings in the county were senseless. Army officers of Igbo origin were killed in Abeokuta, in Ikeja, in the north, and northerners and military officers then went to town, and Igbos were targeted. That was what we saw in Kaduna. Igbo men and women were killed, even children. That's what you call the program. And because of the program. This is an eyewitness of what transpired in the Civil War. Eyewitness account. The pogrom, when you hear pogrom, it is everything we are saying is not propaganda. This person sitting here is an eyewitness, a co-conspirator, somebody who participated in that pogrom. He's the one sitting here now confessing. He's the person sitting here, an eyewitness account. Everything we talk in the issue of Biafra is not a joke. It is not a play. I want you to listen carefully what they did to us. And they are still willing to do it. And they will do it again and again if they have the opportunity. We must not give them that opportunity. Listen. Obasanjo said that the killings in the county were senseless. Army officers of Igbo origin were killed in Abeokuta, in Ikeja, in the north, and northerners and military officers then went to town, and Igbos were targeted. That was what we saw in Kaduna. Igbo men and women were killed, even children. That's what you call it. And because of the program, it was war. Yes. In 1967, you joined the Nigerian army. Yes. After you have witnessed the program, yes. You joined the Nigerian army during wartime. Yes. When did you realize that it was a program? Was it before you joined the army, or after you have left?
I saw everything. I was a living witness. Then after the war, I decided to write my book.
Why did you join the army to fight Biafra?
To keep Nigeria one. That was the slogan to us. That was the slogan to us. There was no any other slogan rather than to keep Nigeria one.
So by the time you were joining the army, you believed that the Igbo nation was wrong.
Anyway, but later on I discovered that they were not wrong.
Are you hearing this confession? This man was a participator. He participated in that pogrom. He participated in the attack against the Igbo Biafrans. Look at his confession. The man asked him a straight question. You joined the army to fight the Igbos because you felt they are wrong. The man said, at that time, but when they entered, a time came, he realized that the Igbos were not wrong. They were not wrong. And we are not yet still wrong up to today. This is a confession. A confession.
You know, I was in the trench for 20 months, fighting day and night. 20 months without being posted to the rear. Or transferred from the trench until the end of the war. And I saw how the Biafrans were determined with zeal to fight us. They were fighting for survival. Even it came to the point in 1969 when a lot of soldiers realized that the war was fruitless. It was not a war that only the ordinary people were killed in the war front, and those who caused the war were not affected. People started to inflict themselves with injury to be taken to the rear, and until Obasanjo came to save the situation and ended the war. If not, and I believe I stated in my book there how Biafra surrender. It was not much of our firepower or anything. It was hunger. It was hunger. It was hunger. Because when we block the Cameroon border through road, Calabar, and we block Port Harcourt through air, Biafra was not having any access to outside world through air, through water, through land. So they were in a desperate situation by then, and they were affected by hunger. I think that factor alone affected the people, the Biafran soldiers on the battlefield.
You have heard. This is a first-hand information from somebody who was a participator in that war. He participated. This very man you see, so he was there. You can see his confession. You can hear his confession. That initially when he entered, he thought that Biafrans were wrong, but they were not wrong. And you heard him confess that they did not defeat Biafrans with their firepower. And it was not because of their firepower that they defeated Biafra. That's why Biafrans surrendered and why they defeated was because they conducted a blockade to impose hunger on them. And using hunger in war is against the Geneva Convention. It's a crime. It's a war crime. You don't use hunger in war. It is a war crime. This is what they did against Biafrans. With the idea of a Yoruba man, Awolowo, to destroy our economy. They went ahead, took away our money. After imposing all this hunger on people. You heard him confess that it was done with their firepower. This man was somebody who fought against us. So you wouldn't say maybe he fought on the side of Biafra. That is why he's making the statement he made. You see him, his regret. He wrote a book. That's the book he wrote there. But the Fulani media, the Yoruba media will not talk about this. The Yoruba media, they push these things aside. They prefer to continue to push their propaganda against us. Dear friends, if you don't know whom our enemy is, I don't know when you're going to know. If you're a Biafran, you don't know your enemy up till now. You are pretending to be asleep. You are pretending to be sleeping, and I'm not here for you. I'm here for the Biafrans who are sleeping, to hit them until they wake up. You're welcome, my beloved sister, Origin. Please speak to us. Let's hear you before I run that, because this one is a quick program so that people who want to join the fundraising can go and join the fundraising.
Yes, so fundraising. Mazi Chooks and they were why I logged in was just to correct something. We are already out. We are already out of the contraption. We are mentally out. We are emotionally out.
You're right.
In fact, a lot of people have tactfully left 50 million people. That is a big statement. 50 million people voted to out. So what else? Is it only when America and Britain comes? These are the people I value their voice. See, those 50 million people, they are the ones that keep me awake. They are the ones that bring me to this job every day, because I already told you I signed in for these 50 million Biafrans. The poor widows, the poor children that are out of school, the poor people that their lands are taken from them, that they cry and cry and cry to this care feudalism system, weapons set up against them, where they come and equip marauders to come and waylay them to. So these people have voted to be out. So I don't know what else. These people are still protesting every Monday by sit at home. That is a protest, because if they go out, they are going to be buyed. They are in a situation where if they talk, they are in trouble. They don't talk, they are in trouble. They go out, they are in trouble. They sit at home, they are in trouble. They are out. So, and like you always say, I like today's what you brought for discussion. We have a voice. What has happened before is over trust. We trusted the people that we are with. So everybody can kocha. We can do this. Before they used to say that if you can keep it away from a black man, you write it down. Now that God, everybody keeps saying that it is because of is it the black man or Igbo man that God created internet, where if you don't read, you hear. If you don't hear, someone will show you the picture.
Of course.
You'll be seeing the thing flashing 555. You'll be like, waiting be this. Somebody will be like, this one is this one is this. So there is no excuse to be uneducated.
No excuse.
No excuse. So education as we know it. Example, I mean, to some extent, when I look at what is going on, you don't see, when you read the scriptures, you don't see the present day Israelites in the picture of what is in the scripture now, but you will see the Igbos, the Biafrans, in what the Bible wrote about slavery and the suffering and all that went on. So it is important for us to follow and know what is going on and know that we don't have a choice than to exit as fast as we can. Whatever you can do, educate yourself, get information, use that information, find out how to survive. Because it's about, if you don't survive, the story will be told in your behind. It is scary to stay in a system that not only endorse, but they find it lawful to stay in the only way they can succeed in what they are doing is to transport everybody to the medievals, to the dark ages, where it is okay to chop somebody's head and the government will not call out the people out. People will be burnt in their homes, burnt alive, and the government will not raise a finger, because with the system they are operating with, it is lawful. So we say that system is not for us. We opted out. So any finger they lift on us, they are incriminated, because but we have voiced out, 50 million have voiced out that this is not where we want to be. We have opted out. So whether they want to put wool and cotton wool in their ears, I say they have no hand. So yes, thank God that we have capable leaders. We know who our leaders are. In the time of the Israelites, they had governors. When they were in Egypt, they had governors. They have people that are in the Senate on their behalf.
Yes.
They had the rulers, the people that were, there governing them, that are their own people. That is the same thing we have today. We have the ones that call themselves governors and senators. When Amaka case came, it was those governors that wrote the letter that Canada should
deport their own child.
Deport their own child. So for you to, when we get we were all deceived. I beg, let it not be. I'm not saying, that is why I keep ringing my bell. When you are awake, stay awake. Keep praying that your brethren wake up too. Because we were all deceived. We were all deceived. So know that Those governors are the senior slave boy. They will only do what the master said they should do.
Exactly.
That is why they will come out and boldly, a full-grown man that has a brain, has leg, has mouth, can articulate, and come out and say that the people slapped themselves, that the people buy themselves, that the people set their churches ablaze, that their people, one of the things today say the people do, that 99.999% of his children are criminals. Is only in a system like that you will hear such thing. And it is lawful because they are in a system that they are the agents of Takia. And I tell them we have leaders. Just like Moses was called by God, we have our own, because God knows say our own, our problem plenty is too much for him to raise 3 people at the same time. So we know our leaders, and they are capable. If they like, let them keep them. Moses, I think Moses' own was, when that time he went out to help out, that governor or senator, whichever one, that now accused him. Have you come to, he said, who made you a ruler?
Who made me a judge? You want to kill me the way you
kill
an Egyptian?
And now that one may even be, now we know that's a Hebrew or Jewish the who dashed them president, that's a Jewish governor or Jewish senator may have lied against Moses.
Exactly.
That's why the man just take Ben Johnson, run, go to exile until God say, come back, or you need to save these people. So we are in a situation, and God has given us leaders. We know our leaders. If the senior boy them, if they like, let them get heartburn, let them get diarrhea, let them continue their campaign of whatever, evil campaign on their own children and their own people. You see, what I'm telling them is, maybe they are waiting for the one, now. Go and check. I don't want to say what it is. Maybe they are waiting for that heavy hand of God. All of them, you see, anyone, if your papa now governor or senator or has a hand in what is happening to Biafrans and Igbos, go. If you are a firstborn son, go one amo. He said, if anything happened to you, now you do amo. I rest it there. Because if you continue, God will not let his people be eliminated and decimated.
Never.
He must act.
Yes.
Don't pull God's hand too far. He will do what it takes to save his children, and nobody can stop him. Thank you, Mr. Church.
Thank you so much, my beloved sister. I appreciate you for that wonderful input. It is amazing that we come out at all time with every single opportunity we have to speak. Maybe one soul or two will be converted and people will hear it. Thank you so much, my sister. I appreciate you so much, and I appreciate everyone that has been able to join us this evening. Please join the fundraising. It's going to start in the next few minutes. The fundraising of the United States of Biafra is going to start. Please join the fundraising. Your widow's mite can go a long way to save a life. Every single thing we are saying today is also based on our effort. There is no organization sponsoring the restoration of Biafra. There is no government of the world sponsoring the restoration of Biafra. It is you and I. And we have to do what we have to do to make sure that we get the recognition and we go back home safely and successfully as soon as possible. May Chukwu Okike Abiyama continue to guide and protect every single one of us that have been with this program. Please like and share to other people. Share to everyone that have not join us so that people can also get it. And don't fail to join the fundraising. Be there, and Chukwu Okama will bless you. May Chukwu Okama guide and protect all our leaders, wherever they may be. We pray that Chukwu Okama will guide and protect them, secure them, give them life, so that they can be able to join us as soon as possible and end this once and for all. Thank you so much, and stay blessed. See you again next time.
Yeah, my dear, on the beat.
See mommy Nkechi, a rapper don't tell she the kneel for grave where my uche day Papa Emeka. Don't blind from growing, Pekin don't fall, now watch up I'm raw. Me self they shake my hand no feel. Yesterday we laughed, today I just swim home. If we don't stop this night where we they share, tell me who go sing for the ones we know they.
Chinedu voice from under the soil. Brother, no let my blood turn to oil. Little Ada they ask where my papa go. Her small hand they shake, she no sabi this woe. I beg my people see this fire we burn. Now our house they blaze, now our future they turn. We go tell their ghosts we no go fail you. If we hold this love, that death go burn you.
No, make we try yo. Back up in the day.
I beg my people see this fire we burn. Now our house they blaze, now our future they turn. We go tell their ghosts we no go fail you. If we hold this love, that death go burn you.
Oh, make we try yo.
Back up joints with the trembling. Oh, hey. If we no join now, our children go so.
This is my wicked word. This is my Confucian word. Listen to Pali Brand. Pali Brand. I will tell you a story about one lady girl. Pali they go to work. Pali they work for bank. Then I enter for motor. The river they go. The river they go. Opposite Udi. But the right hand the side. Along Gusukudu Road. I see people run. I see people run. Then I ask the driver. The driver waiting they happen. The driver waiting they happen. The driver tell the body boy. See no day for talk. See no day for talk. If better you take your eye and see. Then I call the driver. The driver waiting. The driver waiting.